Thank you very much, Anne, for enlightening us about those 6 words. Our next poet, he hasn't, strictly speaking, ever performed here before, although he did a very exciting open spot for us a couple of gigs ago. So I'm really pleased to welcome somebody tonight who, he's not from Scotland, he's from Deal in Kent. He's been writing and performing for about 6 years, and he was inspired to start writing after a period of travelling. So I'm delighted really to welcome James Easton. Here he is.
Hello. How are we doing? Are we good?
Yep.
Bit of noise. Come on. Are we good?
Yeah.
Quality. Right, yeah, before I start, I'm just going to, I don't need that for a minute, let you know what I try and do with my writing, how it all came about. When I was 18, I started writing raps. Loved just the wordplay, just the words you can use and make fit. When I went travelling, I moved away from the music and started writing poetry and spoken word stuff. And with the rapping, I wanted this big name. I wanted everyone to know me as some rapper that, yeah, he's him. And as I grew and my writing developed, I realised all that's bullshit. Really, that's just the ego. So what I try to do with my words is evoke people's thoughts now. Just let everyone know it's alright to just be yourself. Like, I know that sounds a bit contrived, but we can all do whatever we want. There's no need for conformity through, I don't know, media or whatever you want to do, because what you think about yourself is miles worth a lot more than what anyone else thinks about you. So, yeah. This first piece I'm going to be doing is called Let It Be. Not the Beatles song.
Good.
The more I write, the more I feel free. Once a constricted mind, but now clearly it sees. Do what makes you happy. The most cliche saying, but as real as can be. Of nights when I'm silent is when I'm most at peace, for the sun has fallen. Yet a light resides in me. Morning comes. Straight away it's a state of awareness. Without thinking I'm there, it's inexplainable. A feeling I try to convey with deep reason. A wisdom that's needing hindering speeches as the patterns transcripted shed barely a glimpse of agreement as to what's actually felt in an internal self. To continue's contradictory while this slight release helps. So find your release that coincides with the simplicity of being able to breathe. Effortless. Let your course of action be a byproduct of law of attraction. Cheers, that's my We feeling good? We feeling good? Yeah? Sweet. Right, this next piece, I thought about this while I was in Australia actually. I was away from... Hello. How are you? Yeah, I thought about this when I was in Australia. I was away from computers, phones, Facebook, all that shit, basically. And I thought, how good would it be to go back to them days? There was nothing like that. It was just us and a bit of nature. Take me back to the days with no video games and stick me in a cave by an open flame. Back to the roots before we became what we've grown into as time slipped away. As a race we've been accustomed to waste our physical traits that helped us to gain food through hunting, building shelter for warmth, escape through running and using our legs to actually walk. Now we sit in front of computers, microwave meals, get food delivered. Small kids with iPhones, young spirits are hindered, getting quickly conditioned, becoming cogs in the system. I speak with conviction for these blindly led victims. A stream of generations slowly erasing the nature of evolution through embracing sedation. Let's take it back. Rise with the sun and fall when it fades. Meditate and refrain from making mistakes that you may have made the previous day in the face of a world that sees change and hates. Don't be afraid. Follow your instinct. Make conscious decisions and let your gut do the thinking. Cheers.
James Easton, so more applause please for James Easton. James will be back in the second half. So, our next performer lived in Scotland, Edinburgh in fact, for 10 years, and she is a teacher at the Royal Marsden Hospital, and she also is active in the Southwark Stanza group of poets, and it's her second time at Dodo Modern Poets, and we're delighted to welcome back Penny Faulkner.
If I'd remembered we were being filmed, I'd have done something about my fringe, which was too long. Apparently, today on Radio 4 there was a debate going on about where the